go into the whole. Here we are. Hey, what's up, man? How you guys doing, man? Hey, I've been sitting here waiting for everyone to show up. They was late. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting here on time, and everyone else was. I don't know where they was at.
Oh, excuse me.
What was there? Did someone say something?
I've got allergies. Don't worry about
it. Yeah, all of a sudden allergy season's a little early. I'm just allergic to stuff that when I step in it goes up to my knee. I'm just allergic to that stuff. Hey, so how you doing? We got Barrick, we've got Bum, we've got Earth here today too. That's cool.
Yes.
And we got Mark, man. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Doing all right.
Considered. Okay. Still vertical. Not pushing up daisies, so I'm doing good.
We're not pushing up daisies, which is good. It's just good. So sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you can get hit with a certain amount of bills and you're just like, you know what? Taking a nap forever is not so bad.
Yeah. The eternal dirt nap.
Yeah, sometimes you're just like, God, didn't I just pay that? Yeah. Anyway, in the pre-show, we discovered that Mark has a beer he's very anxious to get to. So he's got the show.
Green bottle top. That must mean it's a Citra Bomb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open this up. This was the. Do you guys have any of yours left, or did you drink it all?
I do. I have one.
Okay. All right. How about everybody else? Everybody else drank theirs already?
Mine are all gone.
I'm still hanging out on the chocolate blueberry. That's still in the fridge. So. Ooh. Look at that.
Look at that, man. I mean, that looks fantastic.
Look at that card. You guys see that carbonation coming up off the bottom there?
Look at that.
That's nice.
And I'm still remembering that wonderful smell.
Yes. Yep. And it's still very aromatic. What's it been? 3 weeks? 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that bad. Damn good beer.
Thank you.
Good start to the evening.
Anything different at all? Did the hop calm down a little?
I can't really tell any difference. It's still very aromatic, real forward on the nose. More citrus on the nose. The pine the taste has a little bit more pine and citrus. So yeah, it seems almost exactly the same as it was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's what, like you say, been maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks.
It should be well within its range. Yeah, I'm gonna have mine.
Yours out like 2019, it'll probably be a little different, Joe.
Yeah. Now, well, see, I'm kind of wondering, so what year should we bring this out?
Ooh, I'm getting the good stuff off the bottom.
Oh, there he goes. Let's see that beer change. Let's see that.
There's chunkies down. See the chunks down there?
Oh, chunks! Oh, hands above the table on that one, man.
It's good stuff. Look how cloudy it is now. Look at that.
Hell yeah. Hey, she chews when she swallows, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
That girl, she chews when she swallows. That's what
everything you could ask for.
Yeah.
I'll as well say whatever you want to. What's going to shut you down?
I tell you, man, I was just as shocked as you guys were seeing the show.
And I have no idea what's going on, so do tell. Yeah, me and Barrick are in the dark.
Maybe
it's a good thing.
Yeah, you never know, man. It has been crazy. Let's cover what everyone's drinking first. So, Bum, what are you drinking?
Well, I'm drinking a beer that I guarantee doesn't smell anywhere near as good as Mark's Bomb. This is something I just found this week, and I know Barrick's going to love the name of this brewery. It's Free Will Brewing.
Oh, Free Will.
That's for that question, right?
That theological question we were pondering.
Free Will Brewing. Free Will, wow.
You're like, well, let me drink a few more of these beers, and then I'll answer the question.
Okay.
That's amazing you remember that.
Yeah. Never heard of the brewery before a couple of days ago, and it's actually in Pennsylvania. It's on the other side of Pennsylvania. From me, it's near Philly in Perkasie, PA, Perkasie. And the name of this Free Will beer is COB, which in this case at least stands for Coffee Oatmeal Brown Ale.
Okay.
And I really took a gamble buying this because I never normally buy like a 12-pack or a case of something I've never heard of before. And I especially never buy something like that if there's no dating on the packaging. And I gambled in both senses, and it wasn't until after I bought it. The bottles were dated on the inside, nothing on the packaging, and this beer is almost a year old. It was bottled last September.
Wow.
But you know, it's 8.3%. That might have something. And you know what? I don't taste a whole lot of age to it. Maybe some of the coffee, it's not real strong on the coffee. That might have faded a little bit. But other than that, it tastes fine. I'm shocked.
Okay.
It's good. It's for a nearly a year old beer. It's great.
Well,
Good.
8.3
I
will
gambled and I won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
8.3 will age all right.
yeah.
That's big enough beer to hang around. Yeah, you probably did lose a little bit of like maybe if it ever had a fresh coffee aroma, that's probably gone at this point. But
Yeah, the coffee's going to be like your hops. Like that's going to, the longer that sits around. But at the same time, depending on what they did with the coffee and what coffee they put in there and what roast it was that they put in there, I mean that could do some interesting things in there.
Yeah.
Not listed on the bottle.
It's we do have there's a pretty significant label change there. If you go to Beer Advocate, there's 36 reviews, gets to 86. That's a pretty significant label change there from what you showed. I like that new label a lot better.
Yeah.
Because that name is kind of cool. I like that, Free Will, and the fact that they're just outside of Philly, I think is appropriate for that sort of name for a brewery, isn't it? 8.3 ABV is exactly what it shows here. Let's see. This unique and complex seasonal ale is Free Will's best-selling seasonal. So there you go. Yeah, it's classified as an American brown ale.
Okay, good.
And then here's the difference. COB on Untapped, 14,690 total postings, 11,319 uniques as of this review, as of this posting right now, and 52 this month.
Yeah. See, that does tell you it is a seasonal. Probably a lot of those come out in the fall. Yeah.
Yeah. So no IBUs on this one either over here. So 3.73. That's pretty good for. I think that's better than Beer Advocate's 86. 3.73 is pretty good on their scale.
Yeah.
Anything close to with that many postings on here, that many people rating that beer, man, you get a good idea of what that beer is, So yeah, here's some of the postings. And this guy has the new bottle, so that's pretty cool. Right on. Right on. And so, what are you drinking, Bert?
Okay, well, right now I'm drinking my latest Citrobomb, which I added too much priming sugar, so it's pretty carbonated. But just so you know, my next one is going to be my new and improved chocolate blueberry porter.
Oh, okay. The one where you added more blueberry and less chocolate? Or the other way around?
Yeah, the other way, yeah.
And more dark malt. The first one was made with traditional dark and porter. This is almost all traditional dark. So it's going to be much more darker, a tiny bit less blueberry, and a lot more chocolate. We'll see how that turns out. I haven't tried one. Today is the first day it's ready, so
Okay, cool.
I'm curious to try it.
Yeah, see what the differences are.
Yep.
Right. That's chocolate's one of those words that's kind of fun to say, huh? I noticed that when you got to the chocolate description, you know it kind of comes out a little different, right? Chocolate's fun to say, isn't it? You know, you're like, and there's many different ways of saying it too, right? You're like chocolate, you know, or you're like chocolate, baby.
Oh, yeah. The very white version.
Chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate's one of those you could stay up here, man, and the chocolate's still good. You know what I'm saying? You like hearing it, but you like hearing this chocolate a little better, baby.
Yeah.
This chocolate's for late night chocolate.
Smooth jazz chocolate.
Smooth jazz chocolate, baby. Yeah, chocolate's one of those words, man. I think about weird things like that. You know what I'm saying? And Earth's at work, plugging away at his latest project there, so we won't disturb him. Hey, and so we'll get to the show title there. What's happening is some of you may have noticed. I did not notice until today. I was just on Google Plus this weekend.
Okay. And I haven't been on in a while, so what's going on?
But I just noticed this. Watch, I'll show you. I'll share my screen, and you can kind of see what's happening on my end. So, there's this nice little red part in here. And it said, Hangouts on Air is moving to YouTube Live. Use YouTube Live to schedule events happening after September 12th.
Huh.
So, I know September 12th happens to be a, Sunday? Yeah, it's a Sunday because I happen to be coming back into town that day. I'll be out of town that weekend. So between the shows right there, by the time we start that show after September 12th, we're going to have to be on YouTube. I briefly this morning, because I saw this message this morning. It's literally all over. I can't avoid it. It's all over my Google Plus, and maybe because they know I host a lot of shows. I don't know.
Yeah.
But when you you follow their different little links, and it's everything trying to do on YouTube already a little bit. Kind of been trying to play with their live settings because I know that you can definitely have more control. And I know that in the long run, if I learn it, it's better. It's kind of like you're getting into photography, you really like it, it's not just a fad thing for you, and it's your first time opening Photoshop, and you're like, oh.
Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Okay. I saw it on my photography thing now. Yeah.
So it's because if you host any sort of shows, I would imagine that you're gonna run into it. So you have to have a and that's the only reason I use the show title. It's kind of extreme, but it's just asking the question: is Google trying to shut down Share a Beer Show? Oh, yeah. See that
clickbait.
Now, just as there's a lot of clicks on that. We got an extra 2 clicks on that one.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Boom! Boom! Yeah, take that, Google. We got 2 more clicks. But yeah, see, just to show you how that works, Barrick. Share a Beer Show, baby. Yeah, see, it's not quite the same.
He made him spit out his beer.
Yeah. It's not quite, it just doesn't. It doesn't roll off the tongue good, you know what I'm saying? It's just different, So it's the same as what Google thought of our 2 extra clicks on that. Yeah. They're like, yeah, no, that ain't working. But no, it's when I go into all the things that they have, and you're kind of like, dude, can't you just make a video of what I need to do and everything? So I guess they're forcing us to learn it. they're getting rid of the platform here. So
is Google Plus going away completely, or just the Hangouts now?
just the Hangouts is now moving to their YouTube Live,
Okay.
which it's a struggle for me because I've like this year I think especially I've tried to make a little bit of an effort, and I did that one time. I actually went through and downloaded one of the free what do they call it? It's not an editor, but a oh, they call it something else. Let me see. Let me click to learn more here. Okay, yeah, you can see where I clicked all these different. So now they have all these different. I'll show you what I'm looking at. They have all these different deals now. So I'm sharing the screen. So this is what mine looks like.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing for my page too.
So Hangouts on Air moving from Google Plus to YouTube Live. And then you have a YouTube Live link here. And then you can see where I've already been. I clicked some of this stuff this morning when I got off of work. So I was just trying to take another look at it. And so this is going into this is for this show right now. So you can see the Share Beer Show 376 and the show title and everything. So and then it has this little thing up here, try a faster and easier way to stream. So you click that, and okay, we clicked it. Hello. Come on, you're not doing what you did earlier, baby. Yeah, baby. There it is. Okay. So this is what it'll look like on my end when I stream a live show from YouTube. And you can see it's not quite working the same just yet because you can see it shows offline right now when we're very much online. But you can definitely see it's a little more complicated. Encoder, that's what it is. So right now my checklist, see, in order to start a show is to set up an encoding software, add the stream info, optional features, and then I can go live. And the main thing is getting that encoding software set up, and that's kind of complicated for me. But what is nice is you can definitely see I have a whole gamut of options that are available to me. So, once you do learn the Photoshop, you're better off because you're going to be able to do whatever you want, and it's kind of this same way. I have a lot of different options here. Look at Bozo there.
Yeah, but can you do this? That's the question.
That is the question,
Because if we can't do that, then we're just, that's it. We're done.
We're done.
I read you can't do that.
Yeah, doing that is now. See, some of it depends on what encoding software I get. Some are free, some charge. The ones that charge, of course, do more. For me, this reminds me of when I'll stop sharing the screen now. So for me, it reminds me of when I was a big, and I'm still into the Google Reader. I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys that, man, use Google Reader forever, and I still use it. It's just now I pay for it through another company, and there's a few companies now that have RSS readers that still don't do as much as Google did for free, but they're close, and you pay a small fee for some of those services. And it was a big uproar when they let Google Reader go, and this is, I feel like, going to be similar because Google got us all hooked on this format right here, and the ease of its use is the thing that really gets you. And so now you go from this, it's on the photography side, it's like going from iPhoto to just here's Photoshop and that's all you got, and you're like So then you're like, okay, am I done with photography? And so that's where that question came from. It's like, if I can't learn this show's over, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just. So now there's some pressure because Google actually has a date. So there's a deadline to learn this stuff. So.
But you only have to learn it on your end as the show host, right?
Right.
You just invite. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna have to do the same thing to continue my show,
To
probably.
continue,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
Damn. I've got all this free time. I can do that, no problem.
Hey, I'm just a stupid American. Like, I ain't got time to learn all this stuff, Google. you know, that's why I'm a beer drinker. Duh. Like, hmm
I can only drink a 15-pack, not a 30-pack. Come on.
Oh man, all the thinking and math that goes into that.
That means no malt liquor tonight.
Guys, I gotta take my socks off to count all that. What are you, crazy? Yeah, so it's just, as you can see from that little glimpse into my end, you're definitely gonna have more control, and it's definitely to the benefit of everything and everybody, I think, to learn it. So I'm gonna have to now. I'm kind of forced to.
Yeah.
Become.
I have a question, Joe.
Sure.
I have a question. Now, it's first of all that disclaimer that you guys saw, I never saw on my end, which not surprising because you guys host your shows. That I wasn't aware of this until you mentioned the show title, Joe, and I went exploring and found out. But yeah, I saw nothing like that on my end for the link to the show today. But my question is, it mentions that Google Hangouts on Air is no longer going to be available. Is Google Hangouts on Air different than Google Hangouts?
Yeah.
Is Hangouts on Air something that ends on YouTube also? Will you still be able to do a non-broadcast Google Hangout on Google?
I would imagine so. It's the on-air part of it that is I don't know if it's a threat, but it's basically the same thing. It's redundancy for them. Because, since they're trying to keep up with Facebook doing its... Well, actually, I think Facebook's trying to keep up with Google, really, doing what they do. So, in this case, they started a more similar thing to what Facebook's doing, and then they're trying to go into more detail. I think it kind of started with Periscope, right? Like, once Twitter started Periscope, and that kind of hit off, then that kind of forced Facebook to do their thing. And now there's a few of these kind of live streaming services, and they're really blowing up. So I think to avoid the redundancy and maybe Google trying to show that, hey, we are the king of this. We've been doing this successfully for years now. We're going to put it all on YouTube and call it this. And, everyone's just going to have to like it if you want free stuff. So...
You know what's ironic about this? For the last couple weeks, I've been wanting to say to you and Mark, happy anniversary, because it's been 5 years this month that you guys went on to Google+. I think it was the end of August. I've been meaning to say happy anniversary for a couple weeks now.
Well, cheers. Yeah, absolutely. Cheers, man.
And it's going to be 5 years and not a day after 5 years.
Wow, 5 years already. That is crazy.
Yeah.
August of 2011.
Still be a Google product. It's not like they're shutting it down completely. But yeah, it's not going to be on Google+.
You're still going to be able to, and this is the little bit of a confusing part, because it did show on there. It has a little section of preformed questions, and they already put some of the answers to, and some of it was, am I still going to be able to post to Google+? The show actually get posted automatically, in YouTube and in Google+.
Okay, so when you do a show on YouTube now, it'll show up on your Google+ stream with a link.
I think it'll show up with a link. Yeah, it's all text with a link. Like, I don't think it's going to have that nice picture and everything with it. We will see. Maybe these things are fluid. Like, they change a lot. This is still, they do have a pretty big beta tab up here, so it's that Google, if you remember, they do that for years. They've got no problem making something beta forever. If you remember, heck, I think Gmail was beta for years, wasn't it?
For a couple of years, I think. Yeah.
I mean, they have no problem making something beta forever, and they could just say, "Well, it was beta, duh," Now, Now this one kind of works though. Work with me here. It's beta, baby. Yeah, you know what? That's not bad. That's not a bad theory. I like that one because then if it doesn't work, you could just tell
it was beta.
Yeah, hey, it was beta. You took a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be putting too much into this relationship. It's beta.
It was beta, baby. I told you. That one kind of. You know what?
Not my fault.
That one works better in a higher tone, actually, right? Because then you're like, hey, it was beta. You know, it kind of goes along with this look, right? The whole shrug shoulders, you know. Yeah, because if you know, hey, it's beta. It's not quite, you know, you're like, you know, then she could use that one against you, you know. But if you go, hey, it was beta, like, what? I mean, come on, you know, I told you, it was disclosed, it was in there, you signed off on it, it was beta. You check the box, right? Once you check the box and hit accept, you're done, son. Like, that's it for you, you know? It was beta, you know? It was kind of like NASCAR, you know? You ain't rubbing, you ain't racing, and you lost the race. There, I'm sorry. That's... You know, we ain't getting no younger, man. Yeah, pick it up. Pick it up. You know, my show's coming on, man. You gotta hurry, man. The game's about to start. You know, there's only 3 commercials in this break. Hello. Yeah. So, I'm having some of Kroger's finest drinking water right now in the former Fry's grocery store. I think we all are. I was just informed, actually. I guess Albertsons and Safeway out here are the same company. I had no idea. I guess there's a big.
They are. Oh, I guess yeah, they are. Yep, Albertsons has been owned by Safeway for a little while, I think.
I get what they're owned by some big, you know, conglomerate like Kroger. I forget the name. I was just told all this yesterday by the
Albertsons.
The Safeway.
They were their own deal, and then I think Albertsons did get bought by Safeway a little while ago. Yeah.
The manager of the Safeway happened to be, you know, it's one of those days where they're running out of checkers, so the manager himself was checking, and so he was telling me, yeah, it's blah 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 company owns Albertsons and Safeway and da 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 and da 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 and da da da, you know. So
it's amazing. There's only like 3 or 4 grocery companies in the whole country, but they've got like 200 different names.
Yeah. There's really, literally, I think 2 different grocery chains in America.
Pretty much, it's like Kroger, Safeway, 3 Publix, big ones. Yeah.
Well, is Publix owned by who? Who are they owned by?
No, they're their own.
They're their own.
They're privately held still. They're still owned by like family. They're still family held.
Are they? So are they part of Affiliated Foods?
Nope, I don't think so.
Really? Huh.
They're their own deal. Yeah.
How was the last drink there, Mark? With all
delicious.
The sediment.
I'd like to order a few more.
Stat. Yeah, make it snappy, man. You know? Yeah. Yeah.
That's good stuff. I would drink that all day.
Yeah, no, that beer is beta. He made that
beta.
Quite clear. That beer is beta, so you know.
Beta, baby.
Yeah, it is beta, baby. I like that. You know, yeah, if you say it 3 times, then you can use it. You know what I'm saying? It's yours. You can have it. That's the rules of that stuff. You say it 3 times, and it's yours. You know, so you can. I've had people ask me, and I'm like, you know, just say it 3 times, and it's yours. You can do the same thing with it until I trademark it, and then that's it. You know, then you can still use it, but you got to pay me. Rent it, baby.
Rent to own.
So I assume everyone's getting into the Olympics. I literally have not seen 1 millisecond of it.
I have got a breaking Olympic story. You guys, none of you guys are into the Olympics that much?
Not really.
Oh, well, I have got the story to beat all Olympic stories. Here, get this headline. Tell me what you think.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
All right.
Penis crushes pole vaulter's Olympic dream. How about that one?
Whoa, wait a minute. Let's think about that a little bit.
I got video to prove it right here.
The penis crushes the pole vaulter.
Yep.
Isn't that kind of the same thing?
Yep. There we go. Let me see. Inconvenient penis is a huge problem for Japanese pole vaulter.
Huge! And Japanese, all in the same sentence.
Japanese pole vaulter's Olympic run ended by his own manhood. Pole vaulter's penis gets in the way of his Olympic dreams. So the story is this guy is a Japanese pole vaulter, and they've got the video of it because they have cameras at the top, showing him going over the pole. Well, he's going over, and his penis hits the pole and knocks the bar off.
Oh my God,
that's funny.
So I'll share the page. The Huffington Post is a pretty good one.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny. So, wow.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, that's kind of like.
See, many athletes are getting away from wearing jocks, and if he would have worn a jock, he would have won, or at least advanced. All right. So here we go. You
So
seeing this?
He must have caught a little wood or something.
Yeah. In an event called pole vaulting, something like this was bound to happen sooner or later. Here we go. There's the center. Okay, there he's going over the top. Oh! Did you see that? Poked out.
You can see the grimace on his face.
Yeah. That had to hurt.
Yeah.
That had to hurt.
Yeah. Ouch.
Oh yeah. Pow! Right in the penis. It says.
Yeah, you could kind of use that, in the bar later. Like my junk. It's that significant, baby.
It's funny. Japanese pole vaulter Hiroki Ogita didn't make it past this event's qualifying round after his leg and penis hit the bar, leading to a moment that won't be captured on a Wheaties box, but was immortalized as an animated GIF.
See, and that's why big guys like myself don't pole vault, because the Dunlap might get damaged.
Oh man.
I mean,
that poor guy. I mean, it's funny, but he's always going to be known the rest of his life. Oh,
Joe, when you say big guy such as yourself, what do you mean by that?
Yeah. Oh, nice. See, that's what I'm saying. Just when you're slipping and you forget of something, you have your audience to like remind you of, like, hey man, what is it? I'm just kind of curious what that means.
That's so funny. So that's a big Olympic news. That's big Olympic news. That's funny.
So, Joe, you're saying you couldn't pole vault even if you were 5 feet away from that pole, huh?
Joe's like, who needs an extra pole? Just really, come on.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
So are you drinking the chocolate blueberry porter, Barrett?
Most definitely.
And the verdict is?
Do you want me to wait till Joe comes back?
Yeah,
or?
let's wait. I'm drinking
Barrick,
a hash.
I must tell you, Barrick, if the beer wasn't so much of a pain in the ass for you to ship and so expensive, for us to have it shipped and buy, I would purchase. If you lived near me, I would drive to your house and purchase this beer from you directly all the time. That Citra Bomb was the greatest.
Thank you.
Yep.
I enjoy it. Why make it? Okay, so the verdict on the blueberry chocolate is I can't get enough of your blueberry chocolate, babe.
Nice! Oh, I love the setup and everything. I was waiting. I'm like, what is it? I love that.
I guess that means he likes it.
That was good, man. I like it.
He likes it.
He likes it. You like it.
I'll tell you the differences. Okay, the blueberry is a little diminished, a tiny bit. The chocolate is more balanced, which I like. but I'm not sure if I like the malt billing as much as I did the first one.
Mm.
The other, this is more, I don't know. The traditional malts are not. I'd rather have the other malt billing, but the
Okay.
flavor billing is perfect. I think it's. I got my next batch will be half traditional dark, half porter, with the same amount of flavoring that I put in it.
Hmm.
But this is really good. I could drink this all day long. Much
Wow.
better.
We have some competition to the Citra Bomb now.
Nope, but I will tell you what we'll give it to it, the competition. Oh, baby, is that Mosaic Bomb.
I like that. That works good. Yeah, I like that one. That one does work real good. It's Mosaic, baby. I like that
You
one.
guys know that I sing in a band,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He does.
and
Yeah,
I would always get the mic really close so the bass would be really present.
exactly. Yeah.
If I seen a good-looking girl, I'd say, "Oh, I can't get enough of your love, babe," and the bass would just pound, Do my best Barry White I could,
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. I love it, man. That's good. I like that one. Yeah, Mosaic definitely works for that too. You're like, yeah, Mosaic, baby. And then you can always, it's beta. It was beta. You checked off on it, It's like, yeah, you can go right from that to that, you know. You're like, it was Mosaic, but it was in beta. Yeah. Remember when you checked the box and then you clicked and you took a chance.
All that Mosaic is juicy, baby.
Yeah, juicy. Yes, juicy is good. Oh man, I can still remember. Mark might remember too. I can still remember. I think the first time Barry used that. Not Barry White, but our very Jewish Barry, used that word in describing some hops, and I just lost my mind.
Yeah, juicy.
That is just the best description of something ever. 'Cause
It was Zach that said that. You went crazy. Zach said the hops were juicy. No, am I wrong?
No, he has said it. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Zach has said it too. Yeah, but it's
It started with the other guy.
yeah. Barry started that. As far as I can remember, Barry started that. I think in some of our were we on Google Plus yet?
I didn't even think. I think we were still on. We were doing the combination Stickam.
Yeah, it might have been in those days.
Skype, yeah.
Because I don't know that he was quite. No, well, I think he was reviewing or something, but
Yeah, he started reviewing, I think. Yeah.
yeah, it was. Yeah, that was in his description. There it was juicing, and I was like, oh yeah. I just love that description. For anytime you can throw that in there, it's great. You know what I'm saying? And people love the word chocolate too. Like, you ever watch someone when they're saying particular words? You know what I'm saying? And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna hit on that later. Yeah, So, yeah, there's just certain. So is anybody on a different beer now? Bum, oh, Mark's got one. Right on. What do you got?
Hash brown.
Hash brown.
Sweetwater.
Sweetwater. Wow.
Yeah. So they took their. I guess this is a fall seasonal. They took their brown ale and they added I'm assuming the hop bill from their hash IPA. And it's pretty good.
That seems strange. Sweetwater is huge.
Yeah.
I've seen Fat Tire.
Let's see. I got to read the bottle here. 2-row wheat, pale chocolate, Cara Brown, and midnight wheat, and then added a hefty dose of hop hash and other dankish stuff.
Dankish.
Dankish.
Dankish. Yeah. That one works too, man. Dankish. But I don't think it's too flattering. You know what I'm saying? Like, dankish. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those things you don't want to hear. You know,
No.
I don't think that's you're like, oh, the dinkish. Huh?
This is their, what is it, 8%, I think?
Well,
What's the
this is
ABV?
interesting. So is it? I show on Untapped a cranberry hash brown from Sweetwater.
I haven't known that. Now, this is just a regular hash brown. Hop hash infused India style brown ale.
Okay, here's the other one. Wow, look at that.
So yeah, this is from the brewery that has 420 ale, so that kind of gives you the whole hash,
Yeah.
the whole theme.
Oh, they're going with that hash.
Yeah.
I was thinking of literal hash browns. Oh, okay, so they're talking. It's a metaphor for. Okay, I get it now. I'm a little
They,
slow.
yeah, they managed to work that into a lot of their beer names, I think.
Yes, they do, with much success.
Just like Otter Creek is now too.
Oh, they doing the same thing, kind of the same.
Not only the names of the beer as well. It's
Mm,
very how can we word it? It's disguised, but it's not disguised very well.
okay.
Lots of steaming hop cones in their artwork.
Okay.
Smoke wafting off of them.
Yeah, they have it as an American brown ale.
hmm
I'll share the screen. So they've got it as an American brown ale, 6.2%.
Yeah.
Availability is rotating.
Yeah. So it's a fall seasonal, I think, late summer, fall seasonal.
It's also in the commercial description an India brown ale.
hmm Yeah, it's real close in flavor. If anybody had the Dogfish Head Indian brown ale,
Yeah.
kind of it's real close in flavor to that. I mean, a hoppy, pretty hop forward brown ale.
Now I'm running into this, and this kind of blows, but you go
Yeah.
to Sweetwater's website, and you have to at least
Yeah.
click you're over 21. That's
But
not that big a problem.
at least you didn't have to put your birthday in.
Yep.
Exactly. Now they do have a slight little description of everything here. We fired up the skillet to 420 degrees, of course,
Yep. There you go.
and toasted in a sizzling concoction of two-row wheat pale chocolate, baby, Cara Brown, and midnight wheat. Yeah, and then added a hefty dose of hop hash, and other dankish-ish fixins to scatter,
Yeah.
smother and cover this baby all the way. Let's see.
Yep.
Cool, 60 IBUs, yeah. So it's a definitely
It's
hoppy type of brown.
IPA hoppy. Yeah.
And at that point, let's see, if it's a hoppy brown, it's like some of the what do you call them? The dark IPAs, right? What do you call that category?
Black IPA.
Black IPAs. What's the difference then from a black IPA to a brown IPA?
That's the color of the malts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think there's
black IPA is almost like burnt. Right at that burnt color.
Like
the 21st Amendment back in black. That stuff is hardcore. You hit the nail on the head, Mark. It's like burnt. It's great, but different taste than the brown IPA or the brown, the brown ale with hops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whereas the malts for the brown ale is still going to have a little bit of smokiness and sweetness to it.
Yeah, there is a difference.
Yeah, so that one would be more the black IPAs are definitely a little more bitter, but not from the hop, but just like just not quite as malty smooth, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be almost like a burned malt kind of flavor. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was just trying to put because I'm like, you can see where I'm going, right? Some of these lines are just very, very, very blurred,
Mm-hmm.
and so I try to get clarity on that, because I think, I have a lot of people that watch. Well, we have a lot of people that watch this show that don't necessarily even drink. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And are too young to drink, or just don't drink at all. I
Well,
just
they were thinking of drinking, and then they watched this show, and they're like, "Nah, I'm not drinking."
yeah, they're not. Do you see that? Do you see that? That's why.
I'm taking up photography. I'm not
Yeah.
drinking. I'm taking up
Yeah.
photography.
Yeah, I've had some people. I just was going back and forth with someone that literally doesn't drink at all, but he said he's been watching my show for 5 years, and then I have other people that follow me because, like I said before, because of the truck driving. I was back and forth this week this week. I mean, from last show to this show, he followed me because of the truck driving. I have a few truck driving videos that I've posted, and he was getting into truck driving, and so he that's how he started watching, and so he still watches, and that's cool. And then I have other people that let their kids watch, and for whatever reason,
And they're like, "Here's how not to act."
yeah, this is a how not to video. Yeah, this is, please do not do this at all, little Jimmy. So yeah, this is exactly how you don't do it. But yeah, so in the Dank Tank series on Sweetwater's website, they have pulled porter.
Never saw that one.
Pulled, and it's a bacon smoked porter, and it has the date. I'll show you this one. It has the actual date on the label, so maybe roughly around this time of year you can look for it. January 17th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they do. Their Dank Tank is kind of their one-off. It's like a 7 or 10 barrel batch that they typically will do in like bombers. They'll just do bombers of it. So it's kind of their one-off, and I don't remember seeing this, but they run a lot through there now. It used to only be a few a year, but now it seems like they're doing one every month or so.
Oh, okay. So and then
I don't think I've ever seen any of those around.
Yeah, it's more just local distribution because there's just not that much. It's pretty limited.
So that's definitely one of those that you reap the benefits of being local.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a lot of breweries do that, really, quite frankly. You go to some of the breweries that we all enjoy, but you happen to go, well, look at one of them is Sam Adams. If you happen to go to Sam Adams, they have beers there in Boston that you're not going to have anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the part of the perk of walking into the brewery, and bottle conditioned for your pleasure.
Your pleasure, baby.
I like that. They show a nice hot bottle too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I told you that about my passport. You're talking about going to these breweries.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Grand Rapids passport. I got 12 of them now. I went to 3 this weekend, so I got 12. I get a free T-shirt.
Oh, cool. So you got a glass and a T-shirt now.
Well, I get a glass from everywhere I go.
Oh, okay.
But after 10, you get a free T-shirt, and you get something free when you hit them all 23 in Grand Rapids.
That's cool, man. I dig that. Yeah, that's cool. But this is I like this chart here that they made, trying to make it easier for you to understand what bottle conditioning is.
Mm-hmm.
And that this is key, right? I think as a lot more craft breweries are getting started, they understand that their own customer doesn't necessarily understand all the intricacies of their product. Mm-hmm. So educating people, and that's been a key in marketing forever, to educate your customer really on what they're consuming, and they will consume it, and they will buy it, they will use it, they will drink it. In this case, they will eat it, and so this is good.
Chew and swallow.
See, The yeast cells, baby. Yeah, see them yeast cells. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the beta part, baby. You chew that part. Yeah, yeah. I'm not your usual kind of swallow kind of guy. Yeah, you gotta chew and swallow. Yeah, because see that number one up there, baby, where there's sugar and yeast. Yeah, there's a little more yeast than sugar, baby. And chocolate. Yeah, so that's cool, man. I dig that they put out those graphs because that helps, and then it helps guys like us that are on the air, and we can refer people back to sweetwaterbrew.com/brews/bottle condition /pleasure. Yeah,
Baby.
Yeah. So this is a let me see. I made plans to go out of town, but it won't affect the show because it's over a weekend. Did anybody happen to go to a ball game or watch the first week of preseason on their tally?
Nah, first Steelers preseason was on Friday night, and I rarely watch the preseason, and I especially don't watch the first preseason.
Right. Yeah.
Preseason.
It boggles my mind now that they're talking about how long and tedious the preseason is for everybody involved, and what can they do to shorten it, and blah blah blah. Everybody forgets that up until the late 70s there were 6 preseason games.
Yeah.
Remember when they went from 14 to 16 regular season?
Regular season.
Yeah.
And that's exactly a good point, because that's exactly what they've been talking about. Like, they're not necessarily going to extend, or that wasn't the talk with, when they were talking about extending the season. They were just talking about taking away one of the preseason games and making that count as a as a regular season game. So
I just can't believe there used to be 6 preseason games. That's mind-boggling.
Yeah, and the thing of it is too is those are owner games, right? Those are team pure profit games, right? It's not controlled by the NFL at all. Now in the regular season, I think the NFL takes a cut or something like that. I think the preseason is mostly for the owners.
Okay.
I think that's the big difference too.
So they get most of the revenue then.
Yeah.
So that's part of what they negotiated. Is preseason we get the revenue, the rest of the season it's split. Yeah.
Yeah, because the teams themselves definitely have more control over the scheduling of preseason. And I think that's where you see a lot of the teams, in like who they get along with better, rather, because like here in Arizona, I've been a season ticket holder for a while, and they play the Broncos a lot in preseason. They play the Broncos and the Chargers. It seems like quite a bit in preseason here. Yeah. They played the Raiders here for the first preseason game, and I think the last preseason game here at home will be with the Broncos. And in the Rams case, you may or may not have heard they played the Cowboys first preseason game, and then they play the Chiefs again at home this weekend. So
here, Joe, I'm checking my handy 2016 Arizona Cardinals schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Last preseason against the Denver Broncos, Thursday, September 1st.
Yeah. See,
confirmed by Bum.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty cool. I like that little card. Yeah, they definitely play. It just seems like, you know what I'm saying? Like they play them a lot, because and so it just makes you think, well, they must get along with Alway really good, or somebody, gets along with somebody really good from the team. It's because I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Like there's the teams themselves definitely have more control over preseason, and then
Mm-hmm.
the regular season is okay, now we're tied into the NFL with this one,
Mm-hmm.
so it's definitely makes me want to get a television, because some of you may know I don't even have a television. I don't even own one, so it makes me want to get a TV now that football's starting.
Well, can't you get a pass for online, or no? Maybe not.
Well, yeah, the Rams haven't said anything to me yet, but the Cardinals every year give you one of those. You know how you see all the different NFL things that they have. There's one called, I think, NFL Rewind,
Okay.
and that's part of your season ticket holder
Oh, okay.
package. So you can. It doesn't. I'm pretty sure it may work for preseason. There's some of those things work, as well. So I think I can stream preseason live.
Okay.
After that, all you can see of regular season is little chunks of games. So little
Okay.
clips. After the game's over, you can download the whole game.
Oh, okay.
You can either download or stream the whole game on any device.
Okay.
That's part of your, season ticket holder thing from the Cardinals. But it works for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
You put in there that you're a Cardinal season ticket holder, but it'll I still follow the Rams with it.
Okay. All right.
Because of course it works for all teams. So, but
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty cool. I did sign up for those of you that are kind of curious. I did finally, as a cord cutter, sign up for Sling, and
okay.
it's pretty slick. I like the way it works. It has its own little. I got the cheaper package, so it's the $20 a month package, and I think you get maybe a dozen channels for that $20 a month.
Okay.
ESPN, ESPN2, TBS. I watched part of an Angel game on there the other day.
Okay.
Baseball. I was watching another baseball game on there too. So it's full television. I mean, it's no different.
Okay.
They do actually have some, not DVR, but like A&E has some programming on there that you can kind of go back and watch at your will. What do they call that stuff? I forget what they call that stuff.
On demand?
On demand. There you go. Yeah, they have some on demand type stuff.
Okay.
But pretty cool. I like the way that they have their. Well, I could probably show it to you if it'll work fast enough. Let me see. It's pretty cool. You can see there it's Sling,
Okay.
Take Back TV, and then it'll start here, and it looks pretty cool. I like their interface. They have this little pull-up. Well, once you bring it back, they have this pull-up thing, and then so it went right to HGTV, and of course you have the popular programs. It's the same programming that you're going to see on your HGTV.
Okay.
And then Food Network, Travel, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Freeform, Disney, CNN, News Y. I don't know what that is, and Bloomberg Television. There's several stations on there. The part that I kind of like is this. You can go to what's on right now, and then it shows you the different shows that are on right now on air. And you can click right to that show. So the UI of it is really. Oh, I think I have my screen locked. Okay, yeah, I have my screen locked. But the UI of it is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It flows really nice, especially on your mobile device. So you can have a few people logged on and watching at the same time. ESPN restricts it to one person. So if I gave my code to you and to Bum and you were watching, only one of us would be able to watch ESPN.
Okay.
So for that $20 a month, you know what? That kid came to the door a while ago, and you can saw how fast I was. I was like, yeah, not interested. Shook his hand, I'm still smelling that kid's cologne.
Okay.
Anyway,
Was that what he
wow.
was he selling it? Was
He
he
was
selling cologne?
no, he was. Yeah, I know. You might as well, right? Because dang, I'm gonna put that
Even if you're
cologne
not
on here
buying,
in a
it's going to
while.
stick with you.
Yeah, I could like rub my hand on my own and be like, yeah, I'm good. But it's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? For $20 a month, and you're not obligated to anything. I mean, you could cancel at any time, and it goes with you. So then you have your guide here when you hit the little deal up here. When you hit
Mm-hmm.
that, uh, you get your what is it? The guide movies. You can set up a watch list and your settings.
Oh,
So
okay. Cool.
it's pretty cool. Uh, Flows really good on my older computer. It doesn't work so well on my newer machines. It definitely, as far as computers, definitely works way way better. You know.
Okay.
So if you have a newer video card, then I would imagine it's going to do just fine.
Now, could you run that if your TV had a HDMI or Ethernet connection? You could just run it right in, obviously.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Certain smart TVs are going to have. Well, certain now they sell a lot of TVs that are just monitors.
Yeah.
So it's on any Roku. Heck, I
Yeah.
think it's even on Apple TV now.
Oh, okay. Roku. Okay. I'll have to
But
check that.
it's going to work on any. You can download the app on your Roku. You can download it for sure on your Amazon Fire or Fire Stick, and have TV on your TV. Have cable on your TV and just a smaller package. It's what I am actually thinking about doing when my family comes here. I'm just, I've already told them I got Sling, so you can put it on your TV, and that's your cable, unless you want to pay for cable. Because it checks off the major boxes. It's got the major channels.
Mhm.
You're not limited to anything, and the minute you don't want it, you can just cancel it.
Yeah.
Stop paying for it. So, and I already pay for HBO separately. I have Showtime through Amazon.
Okay.
So I get all the Showtime stuff through Amazon because that was the cheapest way to do that.
Okay.
And then I have Hulu, and Hulu's thinking about doing a live streaming type thing now as well. And I pay for the Hulu so you don't have commercials or anything. So there's a lot of ways to consume the same amount of television that you would pay through cable or through your satellite without paying that high a price, though.
Yeah. 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 It's the key is just if the channels you want to watch, if they're available outside of cable, and that's the.
And the Sling takes care of the. I just want to come home, turn something on, and watch. I don't want to have to flip to this and that and try to. The Sling takes care of that because that's more like just regular TV that you're used to, and you get all the commercials and everything, but it's that kind of numb type of just of edging out, versus. Okay, I want to go to HBO. I click on that. I want to watch this. I click on that. It's. I can definitely admit that part of cord cutting can blow. Because sometimes you don't necessarily know what you want to watch. You just want to watch something, and so that helps.
Okay.
So just a little FYI for people that are, because I do run into so many people. I'll run into people. And they either know that I don't watch TV, or the minute they hear that I don't really watch TV, or that I'm a cord cutter, then they're like, oh, so how's that working for you? What's going on? And this and that, I kind of compare it to being a vegan. Like, it's my form of veganism, right? Because I am never going vegan. Well, I ain't going to say never, but because as we speak, I've been eating more fruits and vegetables, but I still had my ham sandwich a minute ago, so yeah.
Yeah, if you're eating just a little more fruits lately.
Yeah. That's my veganism right there. It's just I've definitely been eating more and not just local by statewide, not just Arizona statewide
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and not just Phoenix wide stuff either. I've been eating locally out of my immediate, probably 5 mile area.
So in other words, like you're jumping the fence to your neighbor's yard and stealing their tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff.
Pretty
Like, hey, I need
much,
a salad.
pretty much what I do is I go, I have the key to the neighbor's backyard and they don't know it, and then so they leave the slider open and I just go in the refrigerator.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all local.
Mm.
It's local.
Well, you're in a good area for local produce pretty much year round, though. I mean,
Right.
you know, you get
Yeah.
stuff 11 months out of the year. We get it about within Georgia, probably 9 months out of the year. You can 9 or 10 months out of the year because we can get stuff from South Georgia in the winter that is still pretty. Like we can get tomatoes from South Georgia and that type of stuff.
I happen to live in, Phoenix has a lot of farms in it, and I happen to live in the part of Phoenix that has the farms. So there's within my immediate 2 mile area is, I don't even know how many darn farms.
That's cool.
And there's at least 4 dairies, and one of them bottles and sells milk. And so I've been getting my milk. I talked to Earth about this the other day. I get my milk. It's so close, it's unreal. So I get that locally. I found a place just the other day that makes fresh fruit pies. Literally, they grow everything. They grow all the fruit right here in the immediate area. They literally, everything is made from scratch. Literally, I mean, even the flour comes from here. You know what I'm saying? And
That's cool.
the lady actually makes them in her home, and you can buy them. And they're a little pricey. I could give a rip. Like I told her, it's a need, not a want. You make fresh peach pie, I'm all over it. And this stuff is to die for. If you see me post a picture, I will post a picture later on. I have pictures, of course. And
I'm sure it's good, but it doesn't beat a Hostess pie. Come on.
I mean, let's be real here. It's no ding dong, okay? It's no ding dong. It's no Twinkie. Let's be clear. It's not a Hostess fruit pie. No. All right? You can't just rip it open and consume. No. That's, And the freshness? Are you kidding me? You can keep a Hostess fruit pie for like 3 years. Right? You can't do this with that. I mean, come on.
What good's that pie going to do you when the zombie apocalypse hits?
I mean, the zombies are after us, man. Did you see that? I need a fruit pie.
Fruit pies and Twinkies. That's what I need. Fruit pies and Twinkies.
Oh my God! I have not had pie that good in a long time, and it's, oh my God! I can remember going to Atlanta and having some really good apple and
there are some very good local pie.
Yeah.
Stay real low. Like I hadn't had that good a fruit pie in a long.
There's certain parts of the country that you go to and they specialize in something, and if you go there and you don't have it, you're a fool, right? Because you need to at least check that box. You go up to where Bum lives, and I swear to God, you don't have a cheesesteak somewhere, you're out of your mind, right? Like, or some sort of hoagie or something, you're stupid, right? Like, you have to have some kind of, junk food like that, or you're just an idiot because they make it damn good up there. And if you go to the South, where Mark's at, that part of the South in Atlanta, and you don't have something deep fried, you're an idiot. You just go back where you came from. Yeah. And if you don't have a pie in the South, are you kidding me? Oh my God, that's like going to Colorado and never having a beer, right?
Yeah.
Like, are you nuts? Yeah, there's just certain places, and I don't know what Arizona would be known for, is food-wise. Maybe a little bit of everything, because you get people that moved here from everywhere, so there is a little bit of everything. But there's definite parts of the country. Yeah, if you go to like Louisiana and don't have some sort of shelled fish or some kind of seafood or something like that, or gumbo or something, you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
If you go to Boston and don't have clam chowder,
Yeah.
I think you're kind of crazy, or some kind of lobster.
Yeah. That's always the fun part about traveling. Is you go someplace. We always try to do. We just try to find local places.
Yeah.
Because there's always something. Each city has unique cuisine. Like Primanti Brothers, right, Bum? You got a Primanti Brothers thing with the fries on top.
Yeah. Yeah. Any time, a lot of people are copying it now, including in Pittsburgh. They'll say Pittsburgh style sandwich.
Yeah.
It started in Manny's. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to get. We're gonna. Speaking of Bum, we're gonna be in Pittsburgh in a couple of weeks. So let's get together. Maybe we can meet up for a beer or something.
You know what date it is? I'll write it down.
We're going to be there over Labor Day weekend, so the 1st through the 5th? 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, something like that, yeah.
Okay, I'm writing that down. Yeah.
We have some flexibility, so yeah, maybe we can get together for a beer one afternoon.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Sounds like a plan.
Cool. I'll text you or send you a message.
Yeah, we will communicate.
We'll go to Primanti Brothers, get a big ass sandwich with fries.
Oh my God!
And then there's several local breweries down there in the south side. I
was going to say we can go to Primanti's and get a sandwich, but you know what? There's far better places to get beer than Primanti's. Primanti's has a very, very limited beer menu.
I've got to get an IC Light. Come on, I got to get an IC Light at Primanti Brothers. Oh man, I've been jonesing for an IC Light.
Yeah, Pittsburgh and Philly have this kind of working man, blue collar kind of reputations, and so is the food. The food is of that sort, so it's not hard to find a good meal and not kind of break the bank, right? Like it's not, and you definitely don't have to go to some fancy place, Hell, I've had them, off of just the. I can remember getting some tuna fish sandwiches just off of this one lady that had a bus that she converted into a little diner or something, and it was. Oh my God, I loved her tuna fish sandwiches. I swear to God, it was enough for like 3 sandwiches. She would just pile it, and you're like, oh, what the hell? It's a good thing I got my own bread, because. I'll just save all this for later, But oh my God, so good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Local restaurants. Everywhere we go, we try to eat local as much as we can because there's always something that's just and it's usually the place that's just like a little shack or just a little restaurant in semi-sketchy part of town or part of town that only the locals go to.
Right.
That you go in there and you're like, oh my God, this is great.
Yeah, you're like
best meals, and it's affordable. It's not like you're paying $20 or $30. You can get a great meal for $10, and it's local, and you're hanging out with the locals, and you get a it's just much more fun. Yeah,
it's definitely cool when you have what that. I can remember being in Lincoln, Nebraska, and finding this one place when I used to drive over the road. No signs on the place or nothing, but it was a very popular type of steak place, and good God, to die for, I mean, just, and then the same thing actually in Oregon, in eastern Oregon, right on the border of Idaho, and had a really good steak and potato up there, of course. That's like potato country if you're up there. And, oh, man, just the biggest potatoes you've ever seen in your life. You're like, what's I supposed to do with that? So, I ain't that damn hungry. I ain't going to be that hungry all week. Like, I mean, they've got, like, these monster potatoes up there. You're like, wow. Is that what they make those big fries with? You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah. So, all right, guys. Thanks, man, for tuning in. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week, man.
You bet. Have a good one.
3 more Google Plus shows left. The countdown has begun.
Yeah,
That's
see
true.
this is pressure, man. I've got to learn this stuff. You know, it's like
Yeah, you got
now
3 weeks to go.
Google's giving me homework, man. This sucks.
There'll be a test in 4 weeks.
Yeah, there'll be a test. Exactly, it's a final exam. You know, no pressure.
Just when I was learning how to navigate Google Plus on this damn tablet, too.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be
I
fine.
mean, you know what's up?
It's all on Joe. He's got to figure it out as the producer. I mean, he's
Yeah,
the host. He's got to figure it all out. We just log in.
I've got a final
I
exam.
gotta do
and
the same thing though, Joe. You know, for my worldwide photography show. So
Yeah, for those that don't know, Mark has his worldwide photography show. You're welcome to jump in every Sunday. And so,
Mark, what's it listed under? I've been looking for it, and my girlfriend is into photography. And
Mark's photography spot.
Mark's photography spot.
It's like the G spot, only better.
yeah, only better. Yeah. It comes
on
out.
YouTube.
It's on YouTube, yeah.
We have an international audience every week.
Actually, he does. He has more of an international audience than I do.
Yeah.
He actually does.
A couple
Every
crazy
week.
Brits that pop in and.
Okay, this Sunday I'll make contact with your photography spot.
And Portuguese. Yeah.
Heads above the table, bum.
Yep.
Heads above
Hands
the table.
on the table, yeah. And don't stand up. We don't need to, you know.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Yeah, peace out.
See ya. Take
Bye.
care.